Hello, everyone. Happy New Year's. Thanks for tuning in to my first stream of 2021. If you're watching this back later, I hope you all had a great Christmas period and, a safe and happy New Year's so far. It'd be good to put that crappy year 2020 behind us, I think. That was one to forget. Looking forward to seeing what 2021 brings. I had an absolute blast, particularly with my YouTube channel and stuff in 2020. The latter half, it really sort of picked up for me. So I'm pretty damn excited to kick off again 2021. Yeah, pretty pumped. So I hope everyone can hear me okay. My microphone says it's working. Might have Red Leader 1 jump in shortly. We'll see. We got Jedi Trek. Hey, mate. And Usual Mike. I did send you a link, Mike, on our Instagram if you're free. If not, that's all good. Red Leader 1 said he might drop by shortly. Hasbro Star Wars. Happy New Year's to you too. I was just messing around with my Luke Skywalker sort of custom that I've made that sort of fits with the end of Mando season 2, and I sort of kit bashed that Walmart exclusive from last year. I put a Bespin Luke belt on it, cut the holster off, sort of really heated that up in boiling water and sort of slipped it over the top of the tunic, and then switched out one of the hands for a black hand. And then I used this SH Figure Arts Kylo Ren cape, which is from Rise of Skywalker, because that one is, it's wired all around every seam, plus the hood is seamed as well. And I came up with this, so I'll see if I'll bring it up in my photos so I can get it full screen. I'm actually pretty happy with the result of this one. In the color, it's a bit more green than it looks like it's showing up on the thing, but it's on my Instagram, so check it out. Chief Chirper, hello there. General Kenobi. Happy New Year's to you too. Good to see you jumping on the Instagram wagon. How's everyone? How's everyone's New Year been so far? I haven't really done any Star Wars stuff yet. It's only been a day and a half. I need to do some more Star Wars things. I've spent a little bit of time today and a little bit of yesterday just sort of pottering around in my Star Wars room. Just in between Christmas and New Year's, I spent a bit of time just sort of rearranging some things in here. Right up behind me is my Darth Vader tribute shelf. I just put those twinkle lights in, so my room looks all spectacular, and doesn't look very spectacular, but yeah, I just had some spare Christmas lights that we didn't put away when we packed up yesterday, so I plugged them in and just threw them around the room so we can have a sparkly party. So I'm really looking forward to kicking off and doing some live streams. So I'm had a great time of them last year, so I'm pretty pumped to get back into them. See if we end up doing them every week. I'm not sure yet. Be cool to sort of get some new folks involved. I know I've got a few people that have sort of put their hand up to say that they'd love to join in, so we'll get them. And looks like Red Leader 1 is jumping in, so let's add him to the stream.
How you going, Jess? How you going? Good?
Yeah, good. You?
Yeah. Have a good Christmas, New Year's?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It's I'm kind of glad the silly season's gone, but yeah. It's nice. It's kind of nice to kick on with the new year, though. and sort of just maybe try and get back to a little bit of normality. But
back to normal now.
Yeah. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm off for a couple of days from work. I go back Monday, but apart from that, I haven't really been doing too much. So, but I was just sitting around watching some YouTube videos when you sent me the message. So, happy to join in, have a chat.
Just sort of throw it out there last minute. I didn't really plan on it. So,
yeah.
Did you get any cool Star Wars goodies for Christmas, or did you?
No, normally Christmas we just focus on the kids and that, and because I pick up a lot of stuff through the year and that. So that's all right. My young lad did get me a Darth Vader coffee mug, but
nice.
That's all right. So
awesome. Yeah, I sort of shared what I got last week, so I won't chat about too much. But it's going to be a big Star Wars year, 2021. I'm pretty pumped. There's going to be a lot of cool content coming out this year. We've got Bad Batch. We've got Book of Boba Fett coming really late in the year. We've got some High Republic novels and books. That sort of whole publishing story era sort of kicks off in a couple of days, I think. The 5th of January, I think the first 2 or 3 books come out.
Yeah, the whole next 3 years is going to be pretty full on with Star Wars.
So,
and to finish it off with Rogue Squadron movie, it's going to be pretty exciting. So
by then we'll have another 3 years of stuff to look forward to as well. By then, I assume the ball's just going to keep rolling from now on.
Yeah. So,
g'day Ed, Happy New Year to you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I did send Mike an invite, so he may join us, and we could have the 3 Osmigos, as only one likes to call us. Did we get to chat about the finale for Mandalorian?
No.
All right, let's discuss. Let's unload a little bit more, because it's been a couple of weeks. What are your thoughts?
I loved it. The Luke Skywalker at the end of it was just the best thing. It was the Friday night release. I had my work show, so I had a lot of guys around here cooking a barbecue and having beers and stuff. So I couldn't really sit down and watch it. And there was a couple of the other guys who were fans as well. So we, had to stay away from it. And tea was cooked, and I had to go and grab my lad in his room to let him know that tea was ready. And as I walked in, it was a Luke Skywalker scene. So I kind of got spot.
No.
That's all right. And, I had a few beers that night. I reckon I come home probably about 2 o'clock in the morning from the pub and that, and I watched it when I was a bit under the weather, and no, it was good. I think there was a lot of cheering and that, and my wife came out going, "What's going on here?" So, but no.
There are a couple of guys that I work with. They went to the cricket, and so one of them's not a Star Wars fan, so he wasn't interested at all. And the other lad, he was really looking forward to getting home and watching it. And the lad who's not interested, he was looking on his Twitter, and he says, "There's Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian," and he's just like, other mate's just like, "What?" He said, "Apparently Luke Skywalker's in Mandalorian." He's like, piss off.
No, it was pretty good. And then probably the next few days, I've lost count on how many times I've watched it. And the next couple of days after that, I just watched a lot of people's reactions to it as well. And it was just probably one of the best things, I reckon, to see that. I had a feeling that Luke Skywalker was going to show up, but I didn't think he was going to be that way. I thought it'd be just something like, the Mando and that rescue Grogu, and then what was the planet called where Grogu went, and the Jedi Rock or something, the Seeing Rock or something like that. I actually thought that Luke would rock up there, and we'll only just see the back of him, and then that's it for the season. Hinting on what season 3 would be like. But to get what they did on the last episode, I didn't think we were going to get that.
Yeah,
I think that.
Even while the action was sort of playing out, and they're sort of watching the camera CCTV footage of him carving up there's the Dark Troopers. I thought, okay, they're going to show him, but they're going to show him like hooded, and then they're not going to show his face.
Yeah,
And then
not his face.
he walked into the room and took his hood off. I was like, oh wow, they've done it.
Yeah. It didn't throw me with a CGI face or that. I thought it was great, so it didn't bother me. I know it's not 100% perfect yet, but I think what they did was it was magical. Actually, it's
a step in the right direction for sure.
Yeah.
And if they can pull that off every now and then, like it's the same as what they did with Tarkin and Leia in Rogue One. Like they weren't enough to it wasn't they weren't like show stealing scenes, but they had them there for a moment. All right, Mike's in the house. We've got Sci-fi here as well, and Red Quoll.
Yeah, the hallway scene like Darth Vader that Luke had was. I've seen some on Twitter, and people have aligned the Darth Vader and the Luke, the hallway scene, and it's just those two are probably the standouts in the last few years for Star Wars. Actually, so.
G'day, Mike. How are you?
There you go, Mike.
On set.
Yes.
Happy New Year's, my friend.
Happy New Year's. Yeah, because I'm on set, I can't be in the lounge room where I normally am because baby's having a nap. So I'm upstairs live on my phone.
How's the new year treating you so far?
Sorry, could you? I'll turn that sound up. I can't hear you. How's life treating me?
Yep.
Very, very good. Very good. Christmas was all right. Had a little bit of a break. Came back, made some more videos. Lots of awesome stuff.
Yep.
Although G.I. Joe's not too popular on my channel.
Oh, it'll find its fan base, I'm sure. There's got to be some Joe's folks out there.
Yeah, but those Joe's folks see me as the Star Wars guy, and the Star Wars guy doesn't see me as the Joe folks. So I got to hang in there long enough before I'm taken in.
Might have to go. Yeah, get some Joe stuff behind you when you do the Joe videos. That way, yeah.
Find another wall.
Do a green screen job.
Yeah, that's a good idea. This is all real behind me, by the way.
How good is it? It's so good. Yeah, we're just getting Malcolm's thoughts on the finale for Mandalorian. We haven't had a chat about that yet, so.
Oh yes, mind blowing, wasn't it?
It was. Let's get a couple of. Chief Chip says, I was overwhelmed with emotions last episode, especially the second and third time I watched. I couldn't hold back the tears. I think there's a lot of people in the same boat, surrounded in an ocean of tears.
Yeah, it's shocking. I was surprised when Mark Hamill said he had kept it secret for a year, his involvement for a whole year. That's amazing. How did that not spoil?
Well, that'll be the only Star Wars thing's never been leaked, really. So,
yeah, I think they did well with most of the season to sort of hold back a lot of stuff. There was Bo-Katan that was early on. There was Ahsoka. I think those were sort of out there a little bit, but Boba Fett was out there a little bit. But like Baby Yoda in first season, like no one knew it was coming until it happened. So.
I so want Ahsoka and Luke to meet up. It's just some story between those two, and Ahsoka telling Luke about Anakin would be so cool. Even if that's in a novel or something. Yeah,
I think I want to see Luke tell Ahsoka that Anakin was redeemed and Anakin came back.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be a great bit of closure for Ahsoka to move forward. That's just what I want. That's like my top wish list for Star Wars in the future. Luke and Ahsoka together, and maybe fighting some stormtroopers. That'd be awesome.
So what do you reckon?
Probably this figure, that Luke's figure. They brought that out months ago. We're like, wonder why that's coming. Now we know why.
Yeah, someone knew. So if I say, sorry, Mike, not into Joe's, I might watch and just ask questions of who's this guy, who's that guy, what does he do? I'm the same. I'm of the wrong generation for G.I. Joes. I I missed that boat. And I had Action Man, which I think was like Australia's version of Joe, but I don't know much about it at all.
When I was younger, I was introduced to Star Wars, and then it was Transformers, and then G.I. Joes. I collected G.I. Joes when I was probably early teens. My favourite one was Falcon, rhymes with Malcolm. He was the green beret. So...
How come you never called your channel the Millennium Malcolm?
Didn't think of it. My original name was 005501, and that was because I was in the fire service, and the 00 or 000, and then fire, and then 501 is the fire truck that I rode on.
Oh, right. This is My Tears Came for Pedro Pascal parting with Grogu. That was a touching moment, wasn't it? That was absolutely fantastic. Favorite group of Trekkies? Live long and something.
Star Trek Generations. Used to sit up late Thursday night watching that. Same as SG-1, Stargate. So...
I've never really got into Star Trek aside from the movies, the J.J. Abrams movies. That's really only all I've ever seen. I've seen bits and pieces of some of the TV series, but never really.
I just love because I love ships and big space battles and that, and that's why I like Star Trek. But another one, Battlestar Galactica. I grew up in the 80s watching the original Battlestar, so but yeah.
I like the new Battlestar. That was good. I never saw the old one, but I do like the new series. Newer series. I'm sure they're due for another one.
That's why in the last episode, The Mandalorian, like especially with the TIE fighter got shot out of the light cruiser, there was a bit how the Vipers get launched from the Galactica.
Right.
And then you have the Dark Troopers, which kind of look like the Cylons. So it was...
they did a little bit.
So... And then you had Starbuck, Katie... what's her name again?
Sackhoff,
Sackhoff, who played Starbuck in the latest Battlestar.
Any of you guys watch Farscape? I didn't. I remember it being on TV. That was sort of... I don't know, mid-late 90s, maybe early 2000s. They'd prefer Stargate any day. Again, that's another show that I've sort of watched little bits of, jumped in here and there, but never really followed it.
That's nearly one of the longest running seasons for a sci-fi film, Stargate. That went for ages. That was one of my favourite TV series.
Yeah, right. What was the sort of premise for that? Like, what was that like an interdimensional thing or interplanetary or?
Well, they found a Stargate, so it's got to do with our how we came on Earth, and these Stargates lead us to different planets and solar systems and that. And the Earth we'll call the Tari or something like that. And the Ghoul were the Master Lords who conquered the galaxy and stuff. So, but we were like a backwards planet that was forgotten. But, we freed the galaxy and that. So, we're, because of our military ties and stuff, like we're a war planet. So,
yeah.
It was quite good. Went for nearly over 20 seasons, I reckon. So,
oh, wow.
Spin-offs as well. There's Stargate Atlantis and things like that, isn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
When you said the world is backwards, I was just thinking 2020 in my head. I was feels a bit like that now.
I really hope that's the worst behind us. 2020. What a stinking year. For the most part, it had its good moments, but
yes. So, Mike, where are you? Mike, you in north of Sydney, aren't you, or
northern New South Wales?
Yeah. So you're not any part of lockdown?
Oh no one's sick here. We're fine.
Yeah, no lockdown or nothing. We had a lockdown lasted, 2 days or something, Jesse, hey?
2.5 days, yeah.
I thought it was going to be one of the worst, strictest lockdowns happening, and it lasted 2 days because it was just a real big stuff up. So
I almost was thinking that it was a conspiracy by the supermarket chains to sell out of toilet paper again.
Toilet paper, yeah.
It's like, all right, everybody in, come and get your toilet paper. And I got a little funny story. We that day when it was all announced that we're going to go into lockdown again for 6 days, they initially said, I went out to grab some toilet paper because I knew that the hordes would go and get it, and we were actually getting pretty low. And the hordes beat us. And I remember seeing one woman walking out of the Coles supermarket with 4 20-packs or something like that. I'm like, oh, that's a little outrageous. So my wife and I ordered some online from a website called Who Gives a Crap. And they accidentally sent out 2 boxes. So we've got 96 double-length toilet rolls sitting. Turned it into a big pyramid in the spare bathroom.
So they'll last you a few years then?
Oh, I hope so.
Right?
Yeah. That'll keep us going for the year, probably.
All right. How about these? So, out of these new TV series, what are you looking forward to, Jesse and Mike?
I'm really looking forward to Bad Batch, to be honest. After season 7 of the Clone Wars, it really brought back my passion for the Clone Wars and just really wanted to see more of it. And this is very much going to be a spiritual sequel to the Clone Wars, in every sense of it. They're making no hesitations to say that this is a sequel to the Clone Wars, and it's going to be fantastic.
Is it only one season, or are they going to?
I'm guessing multiple seasons. I don't know if they've actually said yet, but I'm not sure in terms of episode numbers too. I'm not sure that we've been told, but I'm hoping we're sort of getting around that sort of 12 to 15 or 16 episode season. That'd be fantastic. But the animation just in the trailer, I've gone back and watched the trailer that many times, and just the animation looks incredible.
Yeah. So it'll be good to see.
Sorry, Malcolm.
It'll be good to see. Hopefully, we see the transition from clone troopers to stormtroopers, maybe. In this new lot, like the changing of the armor. But what we've seen out of the trailer and stuff, like the obviously we're going to look at the clone troopers as bad guys now, which is going to be a bit strange, being fans of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, and I think it's still going to be very, very close knit to, the end of Revenge of the Sith, being declared an empire and all that. So I think we're still going to stay pretty close, but I'd love to see that sort of evolve over time, over multiple seasons, see the Republic really transform into an empire.
What I was going to say is, if they've bought a season, they'll probably wait a few episodes in, and then they'll renew it for a season just to see the feedback from the fans and how it's going, how it's traveling.
For sure.
I think they did that with Resistance. Remember Star Wars Resistance? They did one season, it was taken bad. They booked in season 2 and thought that'll be the end. At the end of the season 2, we'll stop right there.
Yeah. That didn't. That really just didn't click at all. Really. I don't know why. I enjoyed. I've only watched the first season. I enjoyed it for the most part, but it was a little bit younger than Clone Wars and Rebels was. So I kind of get that.
I watched the first season. I didn't enjoy it, but then I didn't realize they had their season 2 on Disney Plus. So I sat down and watched that, and I actually really enjoyed the last lot of it. And I was like thinking, man, they could have done something really good with this. So
I've come prepared. Resistance.
Hey. I did pick up all those figures. I did grab all of them while I was over in the States.
I did a trade with a guy in Florida. He wanted some local of Australia because he collects coins and that. He went into a shop and bought every single one of them for me. And I'm like, you beauty.
Fantastic.
He's going to bring the and he goes and gets me the double packs as well.
Oh, excellent.
You beauty.
Yeah. They're cool figures. They're cool figures. I just wish they'd done a second wave just to fill out a few more of the characters.
Yeah.
Because
No
I
Nico.
like the style. No, I would have liked Donald Faison, Hype Faison, the Rhodian pilot. He was cool.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah, he was a wisecrack.
and the little chicken dude. What was the chicken guy's name? I can't remember now. There were the two mechanics, and now one was a little chicken looking dude, and I've completely
talking about.
Yeah, I've
Drawing
completely forgot. They own they own the little junk shop, but I can't remember the names.
Yeah. I think Bobby Moynihan played one of them.
Yeah, he did. I like Bobby Moynihan. He's a funny dude. He might need all that toilet paper for the next epidemic. What was that? Sorry?
Bobby Moynihan followed me on my previous Instagram.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. And now that
really
one's
cool.
kaput, I've got to start all over again.
Oh, you just have to.
I've been smashing out, slowly building it back up. I got about 500 followers again.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened.
So you got hacked, did you? You get hacked, did you?
I think so. Yeah. Instagram sent me a message and says, "Oh, there's been some phishing going on with your phishing spelt with a PH on your Instagram page. Would you like to change your password?" And I thought, oh well, someone's diddling something here. I'll change it. And then in the process of taking the time to change it, whoever hacked it used it nefariously to go to other sites and report or post something they weren't supposed to. And Instagram's like, "Oh, you violated terms of service. We're going to take your page down." So if I ever get it back, it'll be there's 1,000 posts there all gone. Goodbye, Instagram. Started from scratch.
Yeah, that's kind of when you got to just admit defeat and go, I'm just going to start again. Just start again. It's annoying.
Yeah, the only trouble is I had a lot of people like Jesse yourself in the DMs. You're messaging me, and I got hundreds of people talking to me in there. I've lost all that contacts and some contacts I need as well. Really important contacts, if you know what I mean, for my news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed that.
Hopefully they can find you again, or you can find them and get back to normal. But
do
you get any? You get any cool Christmas? Get any cool Star Wars stuff for Christmas? Very nice.
Very nice. What else did I get? That one. I'm glad I'm in the toy room then. Plenty to look at. This one is very hard G.I. Joe to come by. Last one off Amazon. Last one. What else did I get? Probably the most recent wave.
Some good figures there.
That one. And then my workmates gave me these ones. I was like, oh, thanks.
Awesome. Nice.
Yeah. Trying to think what else I got. And some Back to the Future Enchantment Under the Sea thing. Sorry about reporting you, mate. That's all right. Yeah. I followed Sci-fi on my new account and he thought, who the hell's this? He reported me straight away. It was just me with a new name.
I just
out of all the shows, the shows we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett's going to be the one for me. Being an OT fan, that's where I'm going to be enjoying it the most. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like that show is going to be like a bit of an anthology of moments from Boba Fett's life up until that point, or do you think it's going to be its own new story?
I think there's going to be moments. There'll be like flashbacks. We'll flashback to how you got out of the Sarlacc pit. How'd you paint your helmet? What did you do for all them years? He'll have a lot of flashback moments, and maybe he'll come across people he is in the desert a few years back, and he was fighting someone, and that person will return in the episodes we're going to see now, and there'll be like a conflict, and then you'll work out why he's fighting this person or why he's battling against whatever. So I think that will kind of happen.
Yeah,
I don't see a time jump from where we last saw it off. We're Bib Fortuna. I think that from there, that'll probably I'd say it'll just move on from there, but do flashbacks. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I feel
Boys
this.
will be awesome.
yeah. My wife was telling me she saw a post where someone was talking about the new paint job on his helmet. And his old Empire Strikes Back helmet / Return of the Jedi helmet has the yellow lines on the side of it. So if I just grab this one here.
It's got the new one's got orange. Is that right?
Yeah, red or orange. It's apparently red.
Yeah, like
and apparently in Mandalorian lore, the yellow is representative of like vengeance. So he's spent his life as vengeance, but red is now like loyalty. Apparently in Mandalorian lore is like loyalty to the father, like loyalty to the bloodline, and so he's going to go and pledge his loyalty to fighting for what's right and doing the right thing and taking out the Empire again. So he's changed his sort of code of honor, which would be kind of interesting if that's how it plays out. But
maybe if you cross paths with Luke again, everything will be all right.
I love those memes of Boba Fett and Luke. I don't know if you've seen the memes, like how they've passed.
Oh.
It was like a baby didn't hang around.
Just staring at each other as they fly past. Yeah, they crack me up. I was just trying to look. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to look at pictures now, but
out of all the shows, I think the next one we're going to get is Andor. Is that right?
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. A lot of people, I don't think are, but because it's in that before Rogue One and stuff, it's still that Empire era where I love, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. So
yeah, I think Andor will be really good.
What they say it's going to be something like what's the movie the Bourne movie, something like that. Yeah,
sort of spy thriller. But yeah, I want to see stuff of I want to see like with Andor. I want to see more of the start of Rogue One where Cassian's on the Ring of Kafrene. He's sort of here. He's got to put down his informant in order to get out. I want to see more of that sort of gritty, behind the scenes, down and dirty spy network sort of stuff. I think that would be really cool. The Golf Jedi. So, Mark, how's it going, mate? Thank you for tuning in. He did say that he would. Best figure of 2020. Malcolm, what do you reckon?
It's pretty hard because I haven't been able to get every figure, but I would have to say either Han, Endor, or Han, Leia, or Luke. I like those three.
They're good. I'm going to stick with the one that I did in my top 10, and that's the Cad Bane Black Series.
That looks decent.
What do you got, Mike? I see you prepared.
Vintage Black Series. Those two.
Good choices.
I know everyone gets carbonized, but it just looks so good. Just looks so good because that's as far as I get because I don't open them up. I can't complain about the articulation.
Yeah. It does look cool in the box. I do need to get myself one of those for my Boba Fett shelf. What's everyone else's top figures? Drop them in the comments. What are your top figures for the year? Black Series or vintage?
I know what I can tell you, Jesse. It's the last month or so, I went back and started rewatching Star Wars Rebels. I only just finished it last week, season 4, and man, that's just a good show. I really enjoyed that, and I've just slowly started building my Ghost Crew now. So just waiting on Ezra. So just waiting on Ezra. Surprised they haven't released Captain Rex from Rebels yet. So.
Did you pick up the updated Ahsoka?
No, not that one yet. No. So I've got all the new ones apart from Ezra and Hera. So I'm just waiting on those. But I thought I'll just wait on Ahsoka. What's the difference between them?
It's just slightly better paint job on the face, but otherwise it's pretty much the same thing. She looks a lot better. I did a review and I did a comparison review of them both, so you can sort of see them side by side. But
Are you talking about the Clone Wars version of Ahsoka and the Rebels version of Ahsoka?
No, the updated Rebels version of Ahsoka that was sort of repainted.
Red and black box.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't released the Ghost, Vintage Collection Ghosts.
That'd be a cool chip.
Yeah.
Even one of the Phantoms would be cool.
Pretty cool. If that ship made a bigger appearance in Rise of Skywalker, and then the casual fan who doesn't watch cartoons would see that ship and be like, "Wow, what's that ship all about?" Then they could sell that ship.
That's what I thought. That's why I thought the reason why we haven't had that yet is because it's just in the Rebel show, and not a lot of people know what it is who don't watch it.
Yeah, I think they did a smaller Phantom in like the Rebels line, but it was one of those like really scaled down vehicles that they were doing for a little while there. I vaguely recall that, but they never came down to Australia, so
is it called the Phantom? Is it called the Phantom?
The little ships, yeah, the little one that docks onto the back of it. Yeah,
so it is the Ghost.
Yeah, it's the Ghost, and then they have the Phantom, and then they have the second Phantom, which is like the old Separatist ship that they steal and paint up.
How about that?
Picked up TVC, Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight, and Moff Gideon. Probably my favourite two of the year. They're both fantastic figures. Absolutely brilliant. 501st triple pack. Give us more packs. Yeah, that was a good pack. I love those triple packs. They're so good. I wish the Rex was as good as those figures.
Oh, the figure I was holding up before, that custom Ahsoka from Mandalorian, thanks to Boogie Figs. He's in California. He makes these for a living and sells them on eBay. And he gifted me this one.
That's so good.
Holographic. Yeah, and custom figure model, I suppose, out of clay. And he even
hold it up so everyone can see it. I've got your full screen here.
It's very shiny.
Is it sort of a holographic print, or is it just a? Yeah. It's got like a gloss on it.
A holographic print, like the convention card backs.
Yeah, nice. That's fantastic.
His little logo on
That's
there.
a beautiful card.
And then the figure itself, where she's got magnets in her hand so she can hold on to the lightsabers. She doesn't have to form a grip. It's just like a little tiny. Amazing.
It's like 2002 all over again with the
back is just blank.
That's all right. Yeah, I remember the figures in 2002 had magnets in their hands.
That's so cool. That's like, I couldn't believe that I'd unwrap her and put her in the little bubble and everything. Fantastic.
That's cool. Cad Bane and then Quill 6-inch Din Djarin single figure 3.75. That's from Sci-fi. Some great figures. Yeah, Cad Bane and Quill were my top two.
Yeah, having the weathered one, having this one with the weathered look on it. Yeah, it just makes it so much more different than say your basic one where you just had the up here, just the Beskar shiny one. To have the weathered one was just, oh my god, they've gone to a lot of expense doing that. Great figure.
Yeah, I guess that's why it was $35 in stores down here, wasn't it? So, and like 75, 80 plus on eBay. The amount of them on eBay is insane.
You've got that one now, Jesse?
Yeah, I got it loose and I got a carded one. I just need to get a nice case for it. So I've got some protective cases on the way. So I'll be putting that one in there. Keep it nice and protected because, I think it's a beautiful pack. I love the extra little sticker on the front.
Yeah, it's very an off sticker almost.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. So Mark says Cad Bane for me too. Chief Chirp says my top figures are 2020. Cad Bane. And the Empire Strikes Back, 40th Boba Fett. Great figures. Yeah, the 40th anniversary Boba Fett's a cool looking figure on a cool card. Like I know it's a repacked figure that we've had 7 or 8 times or something, but It just looks nice on that card.
You know, Jesse, all those pre-orders I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Like, it's 3 different places. Been waiting for ages. They all rocked up a couple of days before Christmas, so that was my Christmas early. So
yeah, that worked
really
out well.
Yeah. So especially from Bulletproof Villain, a lot of theirs rocked up and was awesome. So, and they helped me out with the X-wing as well, so it was pretty good. So much appreciated.
Oh yeah, what was the outcome? Do you send the old one back?
Yeah, they sent me the wing. So they swapped over. They opened up one of their boxes and swapped over the wing, sent it out, and they put a return envelope, and I'll send the one I had back. So it's all good.
Oh, brilliant.
So, much appreciated. So I was a bit disappointed when I got on. Going, trust me, this will happen to me. They must have, I don't know, for some reason, the wing, or where they've cut the hole in for the gun turret, when you plug it into the peg, it was just twisted the wrong way. It was just, the cannon just was facing the other way. It just looked horrible. So I was just, knowing me, I had to get the faulty, but no, it's all good now. So
big props to Bulletproof Villain for the customer service there. That's fantastic.
And it's awesome, man, because they're SA based in Adelaide. And it's really good to be able to order from someone local and that. So.
So Jedi Trek says, my top 2 Black Series figures were Din Djarin Build-Up Pack and Clone Wars Ahsoka. Both great figures. Both didn't make my top 10. My top 12 either, but yeah, it was so hard to pick a top 10 this year. It was really hard. It says, I still haven't been able to get a hold of the single-carded ARC Trooper Jesse. Can't find him. They haven't got a single-carded ARC Trooper Jesse yet. Hopefully he'll be on his way, because they've done... No, they've only done 5 so far, haven't they? Single pack. Yeah, they've only done 5s. 5s, and I guess technically Rex too now.
5?
Yeah.
This Wolf. What about Arc Triple? No, he's not. Clone Commander Wolf, no?
Wolf's another good one. Oh, he's saying, sorry, he meant 5s. He meant 5s. He was probably looking at me and typed in my name and
then Jesse.
Yeah, if they do, when they do a single-carded Clone Trooper Jesse, I'll be all over that.
I think Hasbro wait till we all forget about it and then they go, surprise, look what we got. Yeah, just sort of something random out of the blue.
Yeah, brand new figure. ARC Troopers are gold clone army builders.
Gold.
Still love the face tech on Count Dooku. Count Dooku made it into my top 10. I can't remember which number he was, but that's a fantastic figure.
I think he's 107. Had to find out for you.
That build-up pack was first $200 on eBay. Probably not now, though. No, I think they'd be... I've seen some for sitting around 75, and I heard even Target here in Australia, they finally put them up on their website last week, maybe a few days before Christmas, and they sold out, and they had to cancel people's orders because they sold too many. So that was... So if you're in America, you're not the only one who's getting screwed on the exclusives. So, I mean, I think I was very lucky to find a couple in store, but
where's my Dooku? Well, here's a good figure. No to lie. I don't know why I didn't put it in the...
Yeah, there was. It took me so. I forgot that Bly came out this year. Yeah, there he is. Fantastic. I completely forgot that Bly actually came out in 2020, so I missed him in my top 10. And the Hoth Rebel Trooper. Yeah, the Hoth Rebel Trooper is another one that I bypassed too. Probably would have made my top 10, but I could have done a top 30 figures and just listed them all. But there were so many good figures this year. I was going to do a top 10 vintage collection, but I don't know that I actually got that many this year. So, because I'm just looking up, there's probably were only 10 figures this year that I got for vintage collection.
I did my Black Series top 5, and some of the comments were, "Why didn't you put Cad Bane in there?" And I said at the beginning, I'm only putting figures in that I own. I don't own Cad Bane. I don't have a Cad Bane.
Yeah.
I couldn't show him. It was only what I had on me.
That Cad Bane, surprisingly, has been a hot ticket figure that I know folks have seen it in Big W, and they're moving pretty quickly. There's a Big W close to me down closer to the city, and all they have in Black Series are a couple of DJ Rexes from the Galaxy's Edge. They've got a couple of Hondos left, and they have about 6 Plo Koons. And I feel like the general public need to know more about Plo Koon and how good he is as a character. So I'm going to be hosting live seminars online, teaching people about Plo Koon and how good he is, because he's one of the best Jedi there ever was. And if you like Ahsoka, then you'll love Plo Koon, because Plo Koon found Ahsoka. That's why you should buy the Plo Koon action figure. Yeah. Black Series Walgreens Clone Lieutenant is a hard one to get. Yep, I had to pay. I think I paid about $65 to get that one.
Is he,
that was a
Clone Lieutenant?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that was a Walgreens exclusive over in the States, and that didn't get picked up by anyone. Yeah, it didn't get picked up by anyone down here. Yeah, eBay exclusive.
That's exactly right. Well, it's not a decent looking figure.
Sci-fi still doesn't have a Hondo. Get down to your Big W's, because I believe they're down from 49 to 39 at the moment, the Galaxy's Edge. So track down a Hondo. I think you can even get them on Big W's website, and they've listed them individually, so you don't go, like Targets still list them as like assorted. You know, you can't pick a character. They just pick a figure out and then just drop it in the box. Like it's just luck of the draw, which is okay if you don't have any of them. But Big W have done it.
Not anything else that you go into any other industry, like you going into cooking or something, they go, "Oh, I want a rolling pin. Oh, we'll get you which one we want to sell you." They wouldn't do an assorted thing. They say, "I want a specific one with metal handles or colored this." And go to the toy one. No, assorted. Like why? Yeah,
or you need a rolling pin. You need a rolling pin, but you pay $15 for a kitchen utensil, and they just send you whichever kitchen utensil they find. They're just like, you can get a pair of tongs this time.
Or you need a fork, and they send you a spoon.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just silly.
So, what figures or Star Wars products you looking forward to this year getting? For me, I'm looking forward to the 1055 hallway diorama. I'm looking forward to getting that.
Oh, yeah. My buddy in Singapore's already got one.
Has he?
Oh, really? Nice.
Cool. He's already got one. Singapore got him first. I couldn't believe that when I saw the photo.
Yeah, I think Singapore get a lot of stuff pretty damn quickly. They got the most recent Black Series wave really quick.
I forgot about the Razor Crest.
Yeah, Razor Crest is the big tick item this year. Black Series figures, I'm looking forward to the Bad Batch. I'm sure they're going to reveal the next 2 characters of the Bad Batch. Yeah, but Boba Fett will be cool. Both in 6 inches as well, the Boba Fett.
Can't wait. Blue Sky card back. I hope to get the one and the yellow one. I'm hoping that there's enough orange ones out there, because remember they stopped production on the orange cards and they said, "Oh, we're going to make them yellow."
Yeah, they switched it over. Yeah,
uber rare one. That would be lovely.
I'm still hanging out to find, when they're going to mention, or hopefully they are going to release a few more vehicles this year. And obviously, if you saw my last video talking about Blue Squadron X-Wing, is something that I want so bad.
That'd be a simple repaint too of an existing character.
And it's easy for them, and it just makes sense because 5 years and people will pick it up. Like Blue Squadron X-Wing, come on, Hasbro.
And with the Rogue One pill on the box too.
Yeah,
that'd be lovely.
Yeah. They've already released Vintage Collection Rogue One figures and that. Why not?
Mm.
Let's do a
Cheers,
vehicle.
Sci-fi. Have a good night, mate. Get through work nice and quick. Hopefully it flies for you. Take it easy. Yeah,
He's off night shift.
Yeah. Yeah, with the Red 5 X-Wing that came out last year or the year before, you know, that's a simple repaint to get a Blue Squadron X-Wing out there. And, you know, it's just to say, you know, we're going to do some more Rogue One characters and stuff, or, you know, do a vehicle
anniversary.
Bit of focus, a bit of a focus on the line later this year for 5-year anniversary, and, you know, hype it up.
Is that hallway diorama, is that in Rogue One Vintage Collection, or was that just Star Wars? I can't remember.
I'm not sure about the box, but I know the Rebel Fleet Trooper that comes with is on a Rogue One card.
Rogue One, yeah.
So I'd assume that the hallway itself would be Rogue One as well, but
I've just got a feeling that we are going to get a Blue Squadron X-Wing. I just can feel it.
I got my fingers crossed for you. I really regret missing out on the Red 5 X-Wing. I can't find that anywhere now, but because I do have the Red 3 that came, the big Starklighter X-Wing that came out, 2012 maybe. And I wish I'd grabbed the Red 5, but I grabbed Poe's X-Wing instead. Like, I sort of just chose which one. I went with the cool new.
You went with the big
bright
orange one. All new and flashy.
Yeah, I did. I was really stoked with it. It was great X-Wing. I love it. But
I got the Red 5 when it was, you know, the new sculpted version of the X-Wing as part of the trench run when it came with Darth Vader's advanced tie. And but they need to fix that freaking the S-foils when you're in tack mode. You know, if they can just do what they did with Poe's X-Wing. But then you know what? Then Hasbro can do. They can make more money. Just re-release Red 5 and all that again with the pushing button.
Yeah,
people will buy it. I'll buy it.
Put it in Rise of Skywalker packaging.
That vehicle in the second last episode or third last episode of Mando, I think it was second last, with the tank that they drove.
Yeah,
I think they might bring that out because they won't have to give any licensing fees back to, you know, George Lucas. They've got their own creation. They're most likely to make something like that.
I even like from the fourth episode, the troop transport, but it wasn't the troop transport. It was the other thing they were cruising around in on Navarro. I just laugh every time I see the episode. They fly it over the edge of the thing and then they land smack down on Mithrol's speeder. Just completely crush it. That cracked me out. That was brilliant. Please, Saw Gerrera and Director Krennic. Yes. I can't wait to see Director Krennic on a vintage card. That would be absolutely beautiful.
And he's
Krennic
an
is
Aussie,
so
he represents us as well.
Sorry?
He's an Aussie, so he represents us as well as Star Wars fans.
Yeah, definitely. He's from Melbourne, but that's okay. We'll let him off.
Wouldn't you love to be able to work for Hasbro though? Like for us, just to this is what we're going to make. These are the figures. These are the vehicles that we're going to bring out this year, and you know, like make the decisions. I would love to do that because I think
we already are working for them. They're just not paying it. Like we're telling them what we want. We're telling them what we want. They're just not listening to us.
Yeah, like my last video, I was going over some of the movie line vehicles that were released from the movies, which were really bad. You know, remember the Force Awakens X-Wings and tires which were warped, and like even Rogue One, you know, the TIE Striker with the Nerf stuff on there and that. Like, come on, like release, you know, retool the TIE Striker, put it in a vintage collection Rogue One box. Bang, there you go. We'll fly off the shelves. Yeah, get rid of the Nerf.
Dave McFadden in the chat. Hey, mate, how are you? Ed says, hopefully we'll see a fantastically improved face tech Poe Dameron, The Rise of Skywalker, and 6-inch and new improved face tech on... You're like the top half of a South Park Canadian. On Rogue One figures such as Jin, Cassian, Chirrut, or Baze, and Bodhi Rook, please. If you're going to do Poe, put it out so I can buy it 6 times and then replace all the other Poe's heads. Or just put out Poe Dameron from Rise of Skywalker, and then behind the logo, just put a bunch of extra heads in there so we can just replace all the crappy old ones that they've done before. Need a Dark Trooper on a vintage card, yes.
I can't wait for the 6-inch Dark Troopers.
I'm trying to think of the guy. I saw someone who did the custom. You might have even showed it in one of your videos, Mike. They did 2 different variants.
Wade's Customs.
Wade's Customs, thank you. Yeah, they were freaking amazing. Like, because he did the 2 different images. One was sort of a nice zoom in. The other one was sort of pulled back. And yeah, just great shots of those Dark Troopers in the hallway there. That was so good. Just Hasbro, just put it out.
Yeah, all over it.
In 2 seconds, I got something this week that I want to share.
Yeah, where you going?
He's going to grab some.
Oh, he's still got I couldn't see him
Got
behind
my
him. Now I can.
First Dark Trooper, first figure from the Legacy collection on the EU wave that came with like Crook, Space Trooper, Jason, Jaina Solo. This is it's got the builder droid in it that's just stupidly priced, and you probably can't really get this figure for it's like $100 figure. I've got it for about 60 odd. The card's not perfect, but it's one I've been wanting for a long time. And just having Dark Troopers come into the Mandalorian, this is this is just
it's value. It's going up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna find a case for this one.
If
anyone knows No, it's he's apparently in Jabba's palace. That one there, if you can see him. Sort of a bug. He may have been in the torture chamber. I can't remember, but he's sort of got buggy eyes. Yeah, he's a bit of a strange one, but that's a cool figure.
Yeah, that's
just got Wilrow Hood and Dark Trooper. Yeah. Wilrow Hood's even getting harder to pick up these days. That's becoming expensive. Did you get the same Dark Trooper there, Mark? The that one, or did you get the 30th anniversary repack one that was part of the Power of the Force? Because there was a Phase 3 one as well that was released. Have you got a link to that custom Dark Trooper? It's in one of your most recent. Yeah, what are your most recent? Yeah. Oh,
you bring it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, iPod.
I was going to try.
He's a lovely bloke, I've met him in person. You know that?
Yeah.
Wade himself. Yeah, we've sat down and had lunch together. That's
nice.
To make my graphic for him. Yeah.
Yeah, is he a New South Welshman as well?
He lives about half an hour away from me.
Oh, fantastic! Oh, that's cool that you can, catch up in real life with people from YouTube.
The thing that gets the local people amazed, they see this here, and they see Lismore on it, and if you live near Lismore, they're like, oh, it's a local guy, so they get in contact with me straight away. They just have to see where I'm from.
Yeah.
They're just amazed that, they think I might live in Sydney or Melbourne or something. Because I remember watching you on Christmas night. I was watching you, and my mum says, oh, is he in America? And I said, no, Jesse's in South Australia. She said you had an American accent. And my mother, what?
So I watch a lot of American TV, but...
What's the population where you live, Mike?
How many people? The city, 110,000.
I've only got 14,000 where I live, on a small regional city. north of Adelaide.
Wow.
Takes about 2.5 hours to drive. So,
peace and quiet, countryside.
yeah. You got the Southern Flinders Ranges. Go up, do a lot of hiking, or you can just head out to Spencer Gulf and go fishing and that. And we'll go down probably about an hour drive south down to Moonta, Wallaroo, along the beaches there, and it's quite good.
Yeah, I'm in a little town called Mount Barker. It's only like 35 minutes out of the city, but it's up in the Adelaide Hills, and we've got about 16,500 and doubling every year by the sounds.
I see that, Jesse, you guys went from, I think you still got CFS, but you got an MFS station there now, like, because I got a few guys that transferred up to Mount Barker, for the new station and that now. So
yeah, nice. I'm not sure where it is exactly, but it's.
I'd like to come and visit one day.
Yeah, do it.
I've never been to South Australia.
No, we'd be happy to have you. Come and take a look at Harndorf. Go and have a look at Harndorf with all the other tourists.
Just don't believe the rumours you hear about South Australia. That's all.
No, we're all pretty good. We are the ice capital of the country, but that's okay. I'm not talking about frozen water.
Frozen coats. Always defrosting.
It's funny as a joke that goes around at the pubs. There's a drink that's called the Ben Cousins. You know who Ben Cousins is. Famous Adelaide, a famous Western Australian footballer, Aussie rules footballer that went off the rails and spent the last 10 years on drugs and constantly in and out of rehab. And they've had a drink named after him. It's called the Ben Cousins, and it's just Coke and ice. You go and ask your drunk mate, you want a Ben Cousins? Yeah, I'll have a Ben Cousins. You get him a Coke and ice.
Some of the American guys watching this video, what's going on? What are they talking about now?
Usual Mike, what is the best Black Series of 2020? They may have just missed you before.
Ding. This one.
Green and shiny.
Yes, carbonized Boba Fett. Green and gold.
It's 4 a.m. in Alberta, Canada.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, or are you still awake?
It's been a long night, man.
I was about to say, there's a 4 a.m. now. It's been a long time since I've had to get up at 4 a.m. for work. Last time I visited SA Adelaide was during my honeymoon 30 years ago.
Wow.
So that would have been like 1990. 1991. I was born in 87. Oh, dearie me. What a Saturday night. This is fun. I'm so stoked.
Should have had a few beers.
I haven't had a alcoholic drink since last February, so I'm doing quite well off the alcohol. And I just ticked over on Boxing Day. I've just ticked over 6 years without a cigarette. So,
How about that? I was on the Pally Boys and I said I don't drink, and they all nearly fell off the chairs. All these Englishmen said, "An Australian who doesn't drink? What?" Yeah, me.
I don't mind a beer.
Shocked. No, alcohol. I've never liked it. Alcohol just never agreed with me. Even in the younger days, have a sip. I was like, "Oh, that's god awful." It's like I could never get around to it.
The Poms know how to put a few beers down, but they're easier to drink when they're warm. So, the blasphemy. The best figure was Hondo and Arca. That's from Hayden. How you doing, Hayden?
But his face design, Hondo's face design, is unbelievable.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's really good.
Yeah.
I wish they'd maybe one of with the Galaxy's Edge exclusive they put his little Kowakian monkey lizard that he had in the Clone Wars, but that would have been a nice little addition. But because he had a little
too.
Yeah,
that'd be a deluxe. Another $15 on top of
it. Yeah, he had a monkey lizard called Pick Muck Muck. That's one of my favorite ever Star Wars names ever. He's up early for Star Wars and then off to work. Well, I hope you have a good day, David. Hope it goes nice and quick for you.
Nice to see you, my friend. Excellent.
We got the Cranky Rancor. Hi, guys. I'm at work at the moment, so unfortunately we'll have to watch this tomorrow. Can't wait, though. Cheers from Oz. Adam. Where are you, Adam? Where are you from? I appreciate you dropping in and saying hello. If you collect Star Wars figures, you cannot afford beer. That's pretty much true, isn't it? Did you know that Australia is the only country in the world that puts tax on alcohol? I learned that recently. No other country puts tax on alcohol. Absolutely outrageous. I mean, we're at $60 for a carton of beer these days. It's outrageous. Right. So I'm basically saving money by not drinking.
Now, you don't mind if I just talk about the Star Wars Squadrons game? No, Star Wars Rogue One. Oh, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Get that
Go
right?
for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, this is a movie that I'm definitely looking forward to. It's something I've been hanging out for a while, actually. So there's a lot of talk about when this is going to take place, and it sounds like it's going to take place after the Rise of Skywalker and that. So who do you think the bad guys is going to be in this, and do you think we're going to see Wedge in this?
Maybe. I'd like to see Wedge as like maybe a up there commander for whatever new government is established.
Do you think they'll go back to the and recall it the Republic again, or will you think they'll go, you know what, we're going to start with something different, like
I don't know.
Galactic Alliance or something like that, like in the Legends books and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm interested because Rise of the sequel trilogy, what it did is it really left with literally no one to sort of take over as a government, galactic government, whereas the end of the prequel trilogy, you had the Empire basically take over, and at the end of the original trilogy, you basically had a Rebel Alliance and higher up politicians that were part of that Rebel Alliance. Whereas in the sequels, you really didn't have that at all because Leia's gone. There's a lot of young people that probably have to try and assume power, but it's going to take a long time to do a big cleanup. So I think we'll still be seeing First Order. It'll be like Remnant First Order or something like that. But it'll just be like, I feel like Rogue Squadron could be like, a big galactic cleanup sort of thing, maybe. But
no, that's what I was thinking. That at the end of Return of the Jedi, you always had that feeling, that it couldn't be it. The Empire was still out there. This one battle just didn't finish them off. So now we get the chance to see what's left over from the First Order, and the Republic or the Resistance still fighting what's left. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what X-Wings. I guess we're going to see T-70s, like the Resistance version, and I'm kind of hoping maybe then we might actually get our first look at a live-action T-85, the New Republic advanced X-Wings and stuff. So,
yeah, I just think it'd be cool to see like just more action, like more dogfight action with fighters, X-Wing fighters, maybe some TIE fighters. Who knows? I immediately thought of Rogue Squadron when it was announced. I thought, okay, they're going to drop this in, before Empire Strikes Back. But yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a completely new Rogue Squadron era, dedicated to the old Rogue Squadron.
Yeah. So when they announced it, and then the Rogue Squadron, and you actually had a T-65 X-wing, and she hops into a original X-Wing and that, and you thought, oh, it's going to be set up and around that time and that, which I was pretty excited. But then I started hearing about the that's going to come after Rise of Skywalker, and I was starting to go, oh no, like, I want to see. But then I thought, no, this is going to be pretty good actually, because we actually might actually see them, the Resistance X-Wing pilots and stuff in battle and stuff, and maybe. Do you think at some stage they might bring I can't remember who they are. Is it the Vong?
The Yuuzhan Vong, yeah.
The Yuuzhan Vong. Do you think that could be, because no one said anything about Rian Johnson's trilogy. Do you think that could be a lead into what the next trilogy might be?
Could be. I feel like Rogue Squadron could become its own trilogy anyway. Like it's, but we've also got, as much as I love Rian Johnson and would have loved to have seen a trilogy from him, I think he could have come up with an amazing story. Taika Waititi's pretty much the only other one, making a Star Wars film at this point. So I'd like to see that sort of tie in together there. I wonder if he's going to play
film name, or is it Untitled?
Untitled, I believe, yeah. So I just wanted to say hi to Universal Collector.
Yeah, Pally Boy in the chat. Oh, I'm getting a bit worried. I'm down to 12% battery on my phone. it's dropping like a stone.
We'll wrap up shortly anyway, and let you get back to.
Just in case I just drop out all of a sudden, and you'd be like, "Where's Mike gone?"
Didn't Dennis Lawson Wedge come out of retirement to make a short cameo? He certainly did.
You make a short cameo in the film too. If he's some sort of like big senator or something like that, you're important. They just put him up for one scene, just talk to him. He throws a few lines out there. Everyone's like, "Yeah, he's in the movie," and then carry on with the film.
Would have been cool to see Wedge, a little bit more of Wedge, because he was acting as a gunner for the Falcon. And he was like, "Good shooting, Lando," or "Good flying, Lando," and that was pretty much all we saw of him. Would have been cool to see him in an X-Wing just kicking ass as the veteran sort of pilot that he is.
It would be good to see an action figure of him too.
Yeah.
Tamir Morrison, how much he would be loving it at the moment, eh? His roles. And then there's rumors about the Obi-Wan TV series of him featuring in this, and it works out that he'd be the right age for a Commander
Cody.
Commander Cody.
Yeah. And you could still potentially slot him in as Rex in the Ahsoka show as well.
Yeah. So
we're gonna have, I think it's safe to say he's got some work for the future, so that's great. I didn't discover it because a lot of people point out online. Tamir Morrison released an album of like cover songs that he sings and plays guitar on himself. I thought this guy couldn't be any more talented than he already is. Like he's playing father and son. He's playing.
There's an Australian movie coming out now. It's a sequel to Occupation. It's a sci-fi alien, and he stars in it. And there's one of the new, I think it's Skyfall, Sky something, and it's an Australian movie. And the way he talks in there, he just sounds like Boba Fett or Rex in there. Like he's like the main character, like a war guy in it. So if you check, it's Occupation. It's called. It's an Australian sci-fi film.
Right.
It's alien. It's like an Independence Day type of film. I watched the first. It's quite good, and this one, the second one's looks pretty good as well. It's kind of like a Star Wars kind of film, actually. So
yeah, right. Is that on a streaming service or is that on YouTube?
No, it's been released in theaters.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's one of the main actors in it. It's quite good.
Right. That's cool.
But I love the idea about Commander Cody in the Obi-Wan series. Like maybe Vader sent him out to search for. I would love to know what happened to Cody. And then the rumors are that Tamir Morrison is going to be in in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and maybe Commander Cody.
That'll be interesting. It'd be very interesting. It'd be cool to see like going, post sort of post original trilogy, sort of into the Mandalorian era, and sort of come across the odd sort of decommissioned clone trooper that's sort of just trying to live their life in the galaxy. Like you just see Tim Morrison walk past. There's like an old man. It's just an old decommissioned clone that's just trying to live out his life.
I love and the Mandalorian with Bo-Katan said, I've heard that voice 1,000 times.
Yeah.
This will be your last.
That was so good. Yeah, he's so badass. I love Boba Fett.
I love him once for Warriors, man. Oh, once for Warriors. That's the first time I got introduced to him. So
yeah. I still need to watch that. I hear it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, very.
I'd love to see that one movie that Malcolm's mentioned with Tamira Morrison in it. Me too. I'm colorfully intrigued. But I think might wrap it up for the evening. It's first one for 2021. Stay tuned to all my social media for when I do some more. I've got a bunch of people have offered to come and chat, so I'm looking forward to meeting some new people and hanging out with some new people. Mike, it was great to get to know you over 2020 and hang out in these streams and chats and all that. And Malcolm, good to
Three Osmigos.
Three Osmigos. Malcolm, it's good to reconnect and just talk some Star Wars and get connected with fellow Aussies again. And I had an absolute blast in 2020. So I'm looking forward to this year in YouTube land.
I was going to mention to you once before, like you see in the US and that, you got these big Star Wars groups, and they're pretty big on Twitter and the live streams and stuff. I would love to be able to get us to that stage, to grow us that big, to be one of the bigger Australian collectors, live stream talkers about Star Wars collecting and movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it'd be good fun. No, we can do it. Consistency. People love consistent content, so it's all about consistency and hopefully getting our passion across and having fun and talking about Star Wars toys and complaining about Star Wars toys. I've got a few jokes lined up for Twitter, all General Grievous figure related. So I put out my first one today. Which I wanted to mention earlier. I am back on Twitter. I'm not back on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Mark from the Pala Boys, he talked me into it a couple of weeks ago. So
aren't you glad you're back, Jesse? All the shit what's happening on there.
Oh, dramas galore. I'm just going to stay away from it and ignore it. It's not.
I had a couple of days off it, and I come back and I'm going, what's going on now? It's like,
yeah, I just need to block that negative garbage out these days. I'm just not interested. I don't need to bring that stuff into my life as a Star Wars fan. Universal Collector says, great show, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It says, looking forward to seeing each of your individual YouTube channels coming up, fellas. Great chat session. Look forward to the next live chat and present company.
Yeah, so go check Red Leader One out, YouTube channel. Go check my channel out. I've restarted the channel. I had a big channel before, but I restarted. So I'm slowly building up the subscribers and that. But I love talking about the collecting, and I love talking Star Wars. So.
You're awesome.
And David says he appreciates all our Star Wars YouTube, and he says we're awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Great stream, guys. Get start to 2021. Yeah, I just couldn't wait to get out this week. So been looking forward to this all week. But stay tuned to my social media things and stuff like that. And I'll keep you posted when the next one's going to come up. Maybe next week, and maybe during the week. We'll get some different folks in and out. And always welcome the two Oz amigos here with me. Always an open invite to you, gentlemen.
Someone needs to do a banner with the three of us, the Oz Amigos.
I'll whip something up. I can I dabble with a bit of Photoshop, so I can certainly do that. That'll be
Get me on my
that'll be cool. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate everyone in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Stay tuned, guys. Till then, may the force be with you.